So right now I'm at Auto Empire and we're looking at this car, the Civic Type R. It was good. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. Today it's a bit of a different kind of video. I just wanted to talk to you about a possible new project, but not a Fast and Furious car, not like a vintage car build resto mod like the Psycho Z or something like that. I just want to go back to what I used to do before the whole Instagram thing and everything. Back in the day, I was just building cars for Octane Fix, and we were using these cars to do promotion all over Quebec, Montreal, and whatsoever. So you may have noticed on my Instagram, sometimes I'm posting cars that I used to own back in the day. So I had a track built BRZ for Octane Fix. I had a 2015 STI, and these cars were built with partnerships within the brand. So for example, the STI, I was partnering up with Subaru and we built that car and it was such a great car. Same thing goes for my BRZ and my FRS. But one thing that you may not know about me, I've been a huge Honda guy. Like ever since I got my license, I was driving my parents' car. It was not very cool, but as soon as I got the money, I bought myself a 1989 Honda Civic. And even though there was people saying, oh, you should buy a Volkswagen instead of a Honda and stuff like that, I was really attracted by Hondas. One of my best friend had a brand new DC5 back in the day, like the RSX Type S. And I just wanted to have a car with VTEC that feel like a motorbike with four wheels. So I bought this 89 Honda Civic, fell in love with it, blew some engines, blew some transmission. Then I moved on to a newer car. I bought myself a 3-year-old Honda Civic, 98 Honda Civic, swapped the engine. I put some Type R badges because, you know, back in the day, there was Gran Turismo 3 or 4, I believe, that you could get the Type R. And that car was such a dream car for me. Even though it may sound funny that one of your dream cars is a Honda Civic, I was really attracted by that car, especially since most of the cars in Gran Turismo are so cool but are not available in America, such as the Skylines, the Civic Type Rs, special models and everything. So I was always intrigued by the Honda Civic Type R. But anyway, it was not available here. So the closest thing you could get here for about 4 years, Honda through Acura's dealership, they were distributing the DC2, so the Integra Type R, the USDM version, but it was very, very expensive back in the day. So I had my Honda Civic, and at some point I moved on. In 2003, 2004, I bought myself my first brand new car, an Acura RSX Type S. I had that car for so many years. I think still to this day, that's the car I own for the most years, you know. And I've been doing track racing with that car, drag racing. It was also the first car I went on the track with to do some time attack stuff with it. I was very, very into Hondas, whether it's Acura or Honda. And at some point in 2009, I believe, there was this guy doing like crazy stuff with cars called Ken Block. And he released a video. He was driving the brand new STI back in the day. And I was like, oh my God, I need that car. And like right away, I just sold my DC5 and I bought myself an STI. I went through 2 engines, 2 turbos, and a bunch of other stuff on the STI. And then I had my partnership with Toyota and Subarus for the FRS, the BRZ, and the STI. After the STI, I decided to just move on to other things. And I thought that I could just have a normal daily driver. Yes. And because I had my Fast and Furious cars in the summer that I could, well, I thought back then that I could use these cars as summer cars. And even last year when I bought the Corvette, I thought that, well, since I have a Corvette, I don't need a summer car. I can use the Corvette like every day in the summer. Which I realized a bit later that it's not possible to daily drive a classic vintage car. So I just saw this post, I think it was on CarBuzz about a week ago, or Road and Track, and there was this news about Honda unveiling the new Civic Type R, the 2020 model. I say new Civic. It's not new. It's the 2020 model. There's some refresh on the car, but it was enough for me to just spark back my interest into this platform, the Honda Civic Type R. And even though I'm driving an almost identical car, but a more toned down version of the Type R on a daily basis, it's a completely different car. So I was thinking, well, I can look after some used example of the Civic Type R. Maybe I'm going to find like a low mile car that I could buy, sell my 2018 Honda Civic Touring, and just go with it, you know. So I went online and I checked some stuff. I checked some cars on Auto Trader, and let me tell you, there's not a lot of Civic Type Rs for sale right now. But funny enough, there's like two cars which are brand new, but they are 2018 models, but brand new, no miles. I called my dealer in Montreal and I told him, well, is it possible for you to take these cars or take one of these cars, bring it to your dealership and figure out a way so I can trade in my 2018 Honda Civic, regular Civic, to a Type R. And well, we are still working on this, but in the meantime, I saw another Type R, which was probably one of the cheapest Type R in Canada. And that car was probably around 20 minutes away from me. So I took my car, actually it was yesterday, I took my car, drove to that location, which is a used car dealer. They are specialized in exotic cars, stuff like that. So I went to that place and there was this bright white, championship white Civic Type R. I saw the car and I realized one thing that made me change my mind about buying a used Type R. The car on picture looked almost brand new. Even a guy that I know who's working there sent me pictures with his phone of the car, and still on these pictures, the car kind of looked nice. And upon further inspection, when I went to the place, the car was on the clock. There was 29,000 kilometers, but basically that's not a lot of miles, kilometers for a car like that. So I looked to the tires and they were almost completely worn out. So that means that car, well, probably that car made some track days and stuff like that, because the Brembos in the front were pretty beat up. And there was some scuff on the bumper, some huge scuff that I was not too pleased about. The car was published online for $34,000, 900 something. And I thought it was a great deal, but after I looked to some other cars on Auto Trader, like I said, and there was a bunch of well, not a bunch, but there was some Type Rs with no miles for like $5,000 more. And if you check what's the cost of replacing the tires, fixing the front bumper, doing a paint protection film on the front end of the car, and plus you don't know if the car was abused and put on the track. So I've realized that, well, maybe I could spend a bit more and maybe take one of these brand new used Type Rs, the 2018, with like almost, well, with no miles on the clock. But I really wanted to tell you a bit more about my choice of why do I want to do another project? Why do I want my next project, my next personal project, to be a Honda? This car will not be a vlog type of car like the Maxima or the Psycho Z with its own show. This car is going to be my personal car that I'm building for Octane Fix as a summer daily driver, as a promotion car. I really want to put some stuff on it like Honda Flash Pro and exhaust bits and stuff like that. I really want to have a fun car to drive. Of course, I'm going to share a lot with you about this, but so far I need to find a car. But there's some good news. Today I went to contact Honda Canada, and we are probably gonna work something out together, so that way instead of getting like a used Type R, I could get my hand on the brand new 2020 Type R and have all these new features. If I don't want to go with the championship white color, I could use the brand new Boost Blue color that they just released for the 2020 model. So we're going to see. There's a bunch of improvement on the 2020 Type R, but of course the car is super mega expensive compared to the old one. One good thing though, in Canada, we don't have dealer markups. So if I ever get a 2020 Type R, I'm going to get the car on MSRP or even lower. So that's a good thing. Let me know what you think about this choice of using a Honda Civic Type R as an Octane Fix official car. For me, I think that would be a great choice. I always wanted a Type R. It's a bit different. There's not too much Type R in Montreal, around Montreal. So that could be also a way to be a bit more unique, you know? So just to compare, there's a ton of STIs here, but not too many Type Rs. So that's a good thing. I really want to go like track build car with maybe even a roll cage in it. I don't know, but I really want to go crazy on that thing. So let me know what you think. Should I go with a used Type R or a brand new one? Do you have a Type R? What's your impression on the car? Please let me know. Let me know with a comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'm grinding so hard with this YouTube channel. I still need to do more videos, but it's the down season right now in Quebec, in Canada. So outside, there's snow like everywhere. So the car season is basically dead right now. But I know for sure that within the next 2 months, there's going to be a ton of stuff happening here, and I'm going to provide you with more videos. One of the first show I'm going to be attending, it's in March. It's called Motorama in Toronto. So if you want to see the Corvette, see myself, I'm going to be there. When it comes to the Jetta, I'm still not sure if the car will make it to Motorama because we are still doing the interior on the car. I still need to install the brand new roll cage. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do on the Jetta, but nonetheless, also there's a special project coming your way with somebody that you may know, somebody that was mainly involved in the original Fast and the Furious. If you know me, if you've been following me for a while, you know who I'm talking about. But within the next 2 weeks, there is going to be a famous person that was around Fast and the Furious, the original movie, that will be in one of my videos. Stay tuned for that because I'm going to be working with him for the next year or so on a special project, and I'm pretty sure you're going to love this. If you love the Fast and the Furious, of course you're going to love this. Also, if you want to see more of this project, of course you need to subscribe because you need to be aware when it comes out. But nonetheless, there's a ton of stuff coming your way. Also, with the Maxima, I've met a guy, super good news. The guy's called Rene, so shout out to you, man. He's going to provide me with the supercharger, suspension, body kit, everything for the Maxima. Everything that was missing for the project, that guy has it. And he was running that setup on his Maxima and he changed his car. And if you just want to see how that setup sounds, I'm going to put a clip right now. So it sounds totally crazy. I can't wait to put that on my car, but it's going to be super fun nonetheless. Okay guys, so I think this is all for today. Like I said, let me know what you think about the Civic Type R. I really need some advice. So if you guys had one, have one, want to buy one, let me know in the comments down below. It will be super appreciated. And I'll let you know when I'll get some news from Honda Canada for the possibility of working with them on this project, which would be like out of this world for me. So guys, until then, I talk to you soon. It was a pleasure as always. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.